All right. Are we live? Are we live? Yes, we are. Hello, everybody. What is going on? Welcome to another Star Wars Galaxies video by Project Dorcopia or Dorcopia, whatever you want to call me. Feel free to leave any comments, first of all, on my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button for any videos that I have. And, just interact. I usually interact with folks. So anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the latest updates that had occurred and maybe take you around the galaxy here as well on the SWG Resurgence server, the new project that pretty much was released to the public this year. First of all, kudos to the project admin, developer, as well as any other staff that did some testing, and even the community as well for a lot of the feedback for the latest updates as well as the latest stuff going on there. One thing I can speak for, I think I've been here end of April, beginning of May or so. One thing I can speak for is that they really take the feedback on the actual community seriously. And they also have worked tirelessly on the update, very tirelessly on the update as well. And they have indeed implemented a lot of changes, good changes, a lot of quality of life changes, I would say, stuff that you would not see in any other servers. If you want to see stuff about this, about the server bonuses, as you can see on my chat, SWGResurgence.com, and it takes you to a lot of stuff over there as well. One quality of life update that I liked was truly the this was an old update. This was already implemented anyway. Thank you, Talisa, I appreciate it. But the 125 items in your inventory is really really a good change, I think. Very important change for a lot of people that play Star Wars Galaxies, because as you know, your inventory really does get messed up a lot. So that is the cool thing. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to talk about some of these changes. I'm going to read them off, and I'm going to go around the galaxy. I'm going to start with the quality of life changes, okay? So one of the first things they did, they added all 3 ISD backpack schematics to Heroic Token Vendor. Okay, so let's go to the Heroic tokens. First of all, I've been doing Heroics with this group pretty much 1-2 times a week. I haven't been streaming those Heroics, mainly because I just feel like Heroic streams are just very repetitive, and we kind of do the same things over and over again. Not a bad thing that we do the same things over and over again. Just who wants to watch the same things over and over again? Now, maybe what I'll do is, maybe I'll do a stream for each one of the Heroics at some point in time as we do them. But if I do that, then what I might do is, give the guys and girls a heads up about what I'm doing. So let's take it to the Heroic vendor, because there is a Heroic vendor as well on here. It's the Trinket Shop in Aurelia. And you can see the trinket shop, and let's see what we got here, what kind of things you can buy. So you got the hair. I'm on my bounty hunter, by the way. Well, you get your regular stuff here for your bounty hunter stuff, but then you get some other stuff that, oh look, you can buy the sail barge, great. The Pilot Ace Field Pack, okay, and the Imperial Ace Field Pack, and the Rebel Ace Field Pack. So I'm tempted to buy these for my alts. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I was actually going to get to that one. Actually, there were other Heroic vendors as well. Thank you. I'm tempted to buy these for my alts, or at least one of them, just because I need backpacks. Yes, there are Heroic token boxes as well. Actually, it was funny. Somebody was asking about that. And then, the cool thing is there's this infiltrator armor as well. Very, very fancy armor. Get it while you can. Get it while it's hot. I got it from my commando. It looks awesome. You'll see it when I go ahead. But that's pretty much, this is the big thing here was the Ace Field Pack, Imperial Ace Field Pack, and Rebel Ace Field Pack as well. So that's cool. And then the other thing, I believe, where was he? I think he was on this side over here, if I recall correctly, on the other side. This is what Talisa was saying, was on the vendor is heroic token boxes. Um, yes, and that's exactly what what some folks were asking about that the other day. Talisa, they're like, well, what does that really do? And I actually had to explain it to them. I couldn't believe that some people didn't know. I'm like, wait, I'm like, why is this? So essentially, if you want IG88 heroic token, you have to pay 2 of Min token. This is like if you need a particular token for certain things. If you want the Avaxa Min exchange, heroic token, 2 most Espa token of heroisms, you could do that with that. And the harder the instance, the more it will be to cost. So, for example, if you need a Tuscan one, now you're going to get a little bit higher, 3 of Min and 3 most Espa token of heroism as well. And then you got the Star Destroyer. Again, same thing. Prices are going to go up because the harder the instance, the more it's going to cost you for type of things here. So, and then so on and so on. As you can see, the Exarchun one, which is the one that is probably your most difficult heroic to do. It's going to cost you the most. So yeah, so that is. I like the fact that the Imperial Ace backpacks are there. I really appreciate that a lot. That's awesome. As well as the Rebel and the Ace Pilot ones. The other thing that is on there, another quality of life thing, added all Witches of Dathomir currency to no trade shared. So from what I understand, the Witches of Dathomir theme park is now officially live. And one thing I can show you once I get to my inventory here, as you can see, I have a bunch of stuff. I've been reluctant to put these in my heroic token box for some reason. I don't know why. Thank you. It is. Yep. And I did read about that as well. Where'd my Dath Amber? I thought I had Dath Amber on here. I guess I did not have. Don't see. Okay, good. See, it's a good thing I didn't do that then. And that's what somebody told me as well. Somebody told me don't put these in your heroic token boxes just yet, because you might have a problem extracting them, or you might have a problem getting them across the other characters because they are no trade shared. Token withdrawal function is still pretty bugged. Thank you so much for explaining. By the way, Talisa is basically our main guy over here, so so cool. All right, so I'm surprised I didn't have a Dath Amber. I thought I had Dath Amber. Maybe I put it in my backpack. I didn't think. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so it is now no trade shared. You can see that if you examine it, you'll see that it's no trade shared. So you can trade this across characters as you do the theme park, the Night Sister theme park. The one thing that was Rubina, I guess, was apparently over there she was invisible. Even though she was there, she was invisible. So it seemed like they added some files to the client to make her appear, and now we can kind of progress on the theme park. So that's my understanding of that as well. All right, so that's cool. Added programmable ITV to World Boss Vendor for 100 tokens. Let me see if I can get to the World Boss Vendor for you guys. I forgot exactly where it is. As far as I know, the World Boss Vendor is on Rory. From what I gather, there is a I know there's a new World Boss because I was in the first group to actually do it. It was actually a fun time. Actually, I had a great time. I am not going to take you to show you guys what the new World Boss. Well, I might take you to the new World Boss just to show you what it looks like. I'm not going to take you how to beat it though, because frankly, you will need a group, a solid group of. I'll just say a solid group of 8. I'll just put it that way. It's not extremely difficult, but it is strategical. I'll put that is the one way that I would put the World Boss. It's very strategical. Once you figure it out, you're going to get that aha moment. But again, I appreciate that it wasn't extremely difficult. But I do like the fact that it was indeed requiring a full 8-person group to do it. So I am going to go to the starport here. Let's go over to Mos Eisley again, or should I just go to Theed? I'm going to go to Theed because I'm going to show you guys one of the other quality of life things is your veteran reward tokens. Well, before I even get to Rory to show you where things are, um, your veteran reward tokens are a little different. So the way it was you used to have to do get vet, and you used to get tokens out every day. That has changed now. Essentially, when you log in every 30 days, you are going to get a scroll in your inventory that will get you. I think he upped it to 400 tokens now for claiming for every month. I think that's fair as far as I'm concerned. But let's take you to the rewards so you can see what the rewards are here. All right. So, they tell you how to. Oh, so this will be how do I get veteran reward tokens? What the hell do you think I am, an encyclopedia? Fine, but only this once. You get a veteran reward token every time you log in. There was a cooldown of 24 hours. So, actually, your NPC is wrong now. That is not a. I guess that kind of throws things off. But if you're already on the server and you know about the changes, that's okay. How can I see when I get my next veteran reward token? You can go with, I did get vet and it just said not eligible. But let me just take you guys through what's on there. Yeah, that's what I thought it was based off the old system, right? I'm wondering if you guys can change that dialogue or not. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I think that people will ask anyway in Discord, and they will give you all the information that you need there. And by the way, ask any and all questions in Discord. I promise you, everyone is very, 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 very friendly and very helpful on there, which is awesome to see. So here's your rewards as well. I didn't really see anything new on here, but one thing I did see was a little bit of a change on some of them. But you can see you created free resources. That's actually pretty good cost. Not a high cost. That's actually a good cost for creating free resources. And your increased building storage. I think this is fair. 400 tokens a month equates to about 13 tokens per day. Awesome. Thank you for the math. I appreciate that. I'm horrible at math, just so you know. So that's good. So guys, I'm really happy about that. Advanced Superior Crafting Unit, cool. Okay, so that's good. And there's your 500 tokens. Superior Crafting buff. Your sampling and resource quality has increased. I think that is something that just got added there. Automated Creature Harvester as well. 750. So if you need an automated creature harvester, you can get that. Character respec device. From what I know, you no longer get this in the starter pack. You have to buy it here. 100 veteran reward tokens. So if you're expecting to get it, during your starter pack when you start, you won't get it. But you do get some good stuff in there. Does the time 10 bonus apply to the veteran token anymore? I don't believe so. I think it's now a set amount of 400 tokens per month based upon what Talisa said there. I'm sure he can probably speak for it, but I don't think that's the case anymore. I think the times 10 is now gone. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, no, there's not. That 400 is now static. Cool, thank you. Cool. All right, and then we got the Empire Day Emperor statue. Oh, I didn't buy that. I was surprised I didn't buy that, and I love this Emperor statue, by the way. I'm gonna have to do some decorating in the future, I think. You can get your familiars in here. You can get the Flight of the Veteran, a lot of the good stuff. The hover chair vehicle deed. No trade. I did not know. Cool. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was gonna say. I know the bonus thing there is still there. Hut greed. So I got some good rugs, good paintings, some good holograms here. Harvester self-powered. So you can see these are all the cool things you can buy here just with your vet reward tokens alone. So that's really good. I think that's great. The resource fabricator, I got the resource industrial replicator is what I got in a rare loot chest. So they do have rare loot chests on here. Exceptional loot chests, rare loot chests, all that good stuff. They are part of collections as well, so they're really great to see that. From what I've seen, It's really something to really get more items for you to help you as a starter here. Oh, respec reset device, cool. You got a respec reset device as well. So if you just want to reset your your expertise instead of just doing a profession respec, that's good too. Um, for some reason, the why I feel like neural recon network control. So let me talk about this because this was something that was added as kind of like a bug fix. What essentially this is that like it resets your cooldown for an instance for one instance. Oh, good, you can use it every 2 days now. Great. Um, and and so let's say you do X Raccoon and then you want to do it again with the group towards the end. You can reset it. It's one per character from what I understand. No, sorry, one per account. I don't think it's one per character. I'm not sure. Um, yeah, I know about that exploit. Is it cool if I tell the people what that exploit was? I didn't take advantage of it, but it sounded like it was just, well, that doesn't matter now, right? Because you fixed it. It sounded like just the recon network control terminal was just being passed around between other characters, and people were able to reset their instances, after being traded from one character to another character within the group without everyone needing the neural recon network control. So yeah, so it kind of was like, hey, you just have to buy one and everyone can use it. Well, that kind of sucks because now, hey, one person spends 100 veteran tokens and hey, guess what? Now all they have to do is just pass the thing around. I think I was in the group when they started doing that, and I started cracking up. I was like, uh-oh, like not a good thing. But that's okay. So that does, that is what you pretty much have on the veteran reward token system as well. Um, Cool. Yeah, it does bind to the terminal, not the characters. Right, exactly. I think the only thing was when it was in somebody's house, people couldn't use it. But once they were in inventory, they were able to. And I was like, oh, I'm like, geez, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, added crafting assembly, experimentation, and luck stat mods to all Mustafar relic rings. Let's go visit. Actually, I was gonna go to Rory. I don't want to. Should I go to Mustafar or Rory? You know what? We could jump around. Why not? I could still jump around. Might as well just jump around a little bit. Mustafar does have a token system as well. For anyone that's doing Mustafar, I don't even want to call them heroics, but I guess they are heroics. So let's jump to Mustafar and see what Mustafar looks like. I haven't done all the quests on here, and I should have. And it's probably a good thing and a bad thing. Eventually I'm going to get to what I need to get to for Mustafar and finish up a lot of stuff, but I'll show everybody all the Mustafar vendor. The Mustafar heroics are technically part of the heroic system on the server, and I guess that would probably make sense because if I do a show eye, which is what I'm just about to do, it will probably show it up there, right? Not flagged for Shirt Car and Echo Base. Interesting. Oh, so yeah. So I'm surprised I haven't done Shirt Car. That's weird. I really thought I did that one. Echo Base is no surprise. I haven't even walked into that one. But okay, I thought for some reason it would show me what's on there. But okay, Master Pilot. I don't want to talk to him. Here is your Mustafar rewards. As you can see, you get some. Where are my Mustafar tokens? Oh yeah, because it says Mustafar token of heroism, right? So I have 281 of them. I haven't done a lot of Mustafar with the groups yet, but I'll show you what's on here. There's some stuff on there. Your commando bunker, your VIP bunker. I actually don't like either of them. I think they're kind of exceptional blaster exceptional blaster pistol barrel, blaster rifle. I think somebody was looking for this actually. I think Ward or was his nephew or whatever were looking for this. I should point this out to them and say, look, if you do Mustafar, you're going to be able to get one of these. They do come out of the rare loot chest as well, these things, but you can also buy them here. Okay, so that's kind of cool. The HK-47 Mustafar diorama, which helps you build an HK-47 jetpack object number 2. Okay, so I did get one of these actually as in a loot as well. Lava resistance kit. So if you have your basically you have your vehicle, you can make a lava resistance. Mustafar diorama as well. Very nice little deco as well on there. Then you get the architect's ring and okay, so it doesn't really tell you what the effect name is on here. So that's structures. Okay, structure assembly. Looks like it's probably just for your armor. So this looks like you're basically on structure assembly. This is for your armor assembly skill. This is for your medicine assembly, your food assembly, your droid assembly, and your weapon assembly. Then you get the personal shield generator, sprint stim. Sprint stims can be fine. Yeah, strings. That's exactly right. I've always found that out. When you're doing an item, the strings don't really make a difference as long as you're still getting the buff. So that's really a good thing. Techno readout, one hand, the lightsaber hilt, the carbine. I think I bought one of these carbines actually. Advanced S4 Republic carbines, and then a pistol, and the Mustafar travel advertisement. So that's your Mustafar stuff as well. I'm going to keep going though through the quality of life. And there's so much that they put in here. Added credit payout and Snowspeeder ITV as quest rewards for completing Rebel Hoth. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to get into Rebel Hoth eventually. Added lava resistant kit schematic to Mustafar Bender, right? So I just showed you that. Added respec delivery vendor for redelivering mission roadmap items. She located near the Theed Profession Counselor. I don't. What? I must have missed that one. How did I miss that one? What? I mean, I could go back to Theed, I guess, if I really need to. Well, that's really, I don't think that's. I don't know how many people are really going to be using that. Maybe there are people that will be using that. I don't know. I think you can still only go back to Corellia anyway. Yeah, when I go back to Corellia here, I pretty much showed you all the goodies on Mustafar. That's for people that respec and aren't given professional roadmap items. Oh, got it. Okay, got it. So they can go there and they can get their roadmap items over there if they don't, for some reason, get it. Thank you so much for explaining that one to me. What's up, Ben? How's it going? All right. Added trading card game Beast Muzzle to Katarn Boss loot table with a 10% drop rate. Did I get, which one did I have? Did I have the Beast Muzzle? I know I won this. I don't know if I got the Beast Muzzle or if it was something else. I won this in one of our events. Oh no, I got the Shot Collar, not the Beast Muzzle. Cool. Okay, so you want to go to Katarn Boss, which is pretty much on the Riot Trail all the way at the top end. Added Kashyyyk embroidered sash at the Katarn Boss with 25% drop rate. Added Kashyyyk travel advertisement to reward for Riot Trail mastery quests. Awesome, cool. So I have to do the Riot Trail stuff, I think. That's definitely for certain. Added a trading card Pico mount to Slay collection reward. I love that. My password is so I can't get on. Oh, well, why don't you, Ben, take that to Discord and really ask one of the CSRs there. I'm sure one of them will be able to help you out on Resurgence. That's where I would actually ask anybody on there. I guess for password reset, I mean, I would just take it there. I wouldn't put it on the stream. So I don't know. They'll be able to help you out there. Okay, so let me continue on here as well. Out of 5 new treasure map vendors. So, what are treasure map vendors, you might ask? I have a very good idea of where to go for this one. Okay, so I'm going to show you where the treasure map vendors are, and I'm also going to show you something else while I'm along the way. I saw the 5 new treasure map vendors the other day, and because we were in such a rush, I didn't get to stop and look to see what was there. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, why? I'm like, why are they? I'm like, why haven't I seen this yet? I'm like, why haven't I looked at it? So I don't know. Um, so so everyone's aware the treasure map system is different here on Resurgence. Um, I'm not talking about your rare loot chests. I am talking about your treasure maps. From what I gather, I haven't done treasure maps here. From what I gather, though, you do a treasure map, you basically get the same NPC spawns and such, but instead of getting a treasure chest, or maybe you do get a treasure chest, but maybe there's something different inside of there. But from what I gather, is you get some tokens in place of it. From what I recall, the treasure map vendors are at Lake Retreat on Naboo. So I saw them the other day and I go, wait a minute. I go, I think there's a lot more in here. And essentially, you can buy the stuff that you need, um, the stuff that you need that you would normally loot from your treasure chests on there. So hopefully, I can take you to show you what that is. A very, very neat thing. Okay. So let me see if I can find it because I could have sworn that I saw it here the other day, and I was like, oh, I'm like, it's right there. I'm like, how did I see that there before? And I want to say, yeah, there they are. Cool. Well, please tell me you're putting a Gungan theme park in there. I'd be cracking up on that one. Okay, so here's your treasure chest, equipment vendor, schematic vendor, rare loot vendor. Doing the treasure maps when they are attacked uses them all, but be careful. Oh yeah, I know. Oh, I know. When they are stacked, yeah. Oh, sorry, stacked, yeah, or uses them all. Yep. Oh, yeah. You do have to use. You do have to do one at a time. You have to basically don't stack them. You have to split them up one at a time. Um, I've learned that. It's the cool part about that is stacking the treasure maps is actually a cool thing because uh, you are saving inventory room. The bad part is, like you said, using them. Yeah, the park. Oh, they shouldn't stack anymore. Cool. I didn't know that. Okay. So let me see what she sells. These are the equipment stuff. I want to see what everyone's selling on here. These are essentially, yeah, these are the things you're normally getting out of here. You see all these things. These are all the, what I call is the, hey, they're kind of the noob things that you get. I call them noob jewelry, just because I feel like that they have no use when you have 5-piece sets. But every once in a while, you might find something that, you'll grab it. Like, for example, I'll take the Jedi Knight meditation bracelet, and I know they'll be good for making a lightsaber. I think that is, so you might find use for certain things along the way. So definitely grab them. As you can see, you need 5 treasure token of achievements to get that. So more than likely, there's probably like 5 treasure maps or something like that, or however many you're going to loot on there. We also have the treasure schematic vendor. I'm pretty sure that these are just schematics that, see the backpacks. You sort of, yeah, these are all the things. These are all the things that drop out of your treasure chests. Some of them cool. Some of them are just, look at all these. These are just kind of structure stuff, and you might have some smuggler stuff and engineering stuff on there. Skith blade schematic that might be okay if you want to make a cool melee weapon as well. All right, so that's that, and then so on and so on. If you do a treasure rare loot vendor, so let's look at the rare loot vendor. This I think is very important for the Jedi. Flawless ancient crate. I would absolutely grab the flawless one. Oh no, there's a perfect ancient crate. So the perfect one, 75 entertainer token of appreciation. Why is it an entertainer token of appreciation and not that? Okay, that's confusing me a little bit. This one doesn't cost anything from what I see. I don't know if this just requires you to take some maybe some credits or something. You can also get your Strange Sith Holocron on here. You for a waste pack, for the waste pack for Jedi and Sith, as well as for the meditation. I did patch this morning. Yes, I was actually up and at 'em probably at like 7 o'clock in the morning and patched. Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of weird. Because I'm seeing Flawless Ancient Crate Dragon Pearl, but it says Entertainer Token of Appreciation. I thought that was a little strange when I look at it. And so it seemed to the Power Crystal, yeah. And I even tried patching right before I started the stream just to make sure I didn't have anything missed. Interesting. So that's weird because we checked those vendors. Have somebody else check. I don't know. Have somebody else check other than me. I have no idea. It seems very strange because if I look at these other things, yeah, they're treasure token of achievements. Everything's treasure token of achievements. Maybe you guys just don't like the Jedi anymore. I don't know. I'll post it. I'll post it a little later on the Discord and see what people say. Anyway, you keep going on. You got treasure loot kit vendors. I mean, these are all your like blue rug stuff. Bias against the Force. Yeah. These are all, as far as I'm concerned, these are good if you want to create a bunch of these, right? You can get these in normal drops as well, while doing quests and stuff like that. And this is your collections vendor as well. Yeah, that's a little weird. This is your collection vendor now, and I'm just thinking about that. This is your collection vendor. Interesting. Yeah, because you put all the gems on there as well, but they were also on the other thing. And I mean, this is fine. These are good collect. Yeah, these are the collections that I would normally see on there. I'm playing my bounty hunter, Ben. I don't necessarily care too much about the Jedi here for some reason. I don't know why. I've been having more fun on my bounty hunter. Maybe because it's easier to get in a group as a bounty hunter than it is, with the with the. Oh yeah, I thought I put something there, but I must have missed it. Interesting. Okay, so I thought I was gonna have the Pico Pico mount somewhere, or Pico Pico world boss around here somewhere, but it seems like I don't have it anywhere. Unless I'm completely missing something here. Okay, so, but there is a Pico Pico world boss. Maybe I'll do a video on it later on. All right, so you can see change names to both Ancient Crate, Dragon Pearl, so Flawless, and Perfect. Let's read that. Combatant players can now have level 90 droids. Thank you for that, instead of level 60 droids. And traders can now have level 90 droids with elite difficulty. That is very good for traders to have, because traders actually have a bit of a problem with that. With combat for the most part. Crafted armor color kits now manufacturable in factories. That's cool. I kind of wish there were more colors available, but that's okay. I did have a bug, I think, with making colors on certain armor pieces, but that's really SWG, the way they do that, and that's just how it is. Empress Hand now sends Galaxy System messages for spawning and death instead of just planet messages. I did get the Empress Hand earlier today. I will tell you that it was a 30-minute fight for the Empress Hand. The only way I was able to do it was I had to drag my medic with me to consistently give me heals. I would strongly suggest that you group up to take down the Empress Hand a lot quicker, especially if you want the Jinsu. The Emperor's Hand is at the Emperor's Retreat on Naboo. And the other thing that you will get there is, oh, she is tough. She was really tough. So what I did was I used the NPCs for, the Imperial NPCs helped me out. I don't know if that's because I'm Imperial on my Jedi. And then drag my medic. And then... yeah, we did the new Naboo world boss, but I'm not going to try. I am not going to try to solo that one. That's for certain. Like I said earlier, a group of 8 is absolutely necessary for it. while my opinion about that was, I think it was more strategical than anything else. And I appreciate strategical because strategical was really good, and she moves around a lot, and I just loved it because it was kind of having people move around a little bit more instead of staying stationary in one spot. So maybe when we do the world boss again, at some point I'll stream it so people can see what it looks like. Okay. Entertainer, medic, and officer technical stim buffs no longer purged upon PvE or PvP death. I think Talisa had found a bug, or one of us found the bug about the entertainer buffs not sticking, though it was more visual that it said it stuck. So I think you might have taken that out with the latest patch. Increased base stats for Jedi Master Cloak from 100 to 150. Added agility in all three types of glancing blow increase, as well as increased armor protections from 5600 to 6875. That is awesome for the Jedi. Yeah, entertainer one was reverted. Cool. Okay, that is awesome for the Jedi. I love hearing that. Okay, cool. Increased city treasury withdrawal limit from 150,000 to 5 million credits. Basically, what you're telling me is that I better not put in too many credits in my city. Otherwise, my citizens may decide to come out and withdraw credits without me knowing. The good news is I trust everyone in my city, so they've been pretty close friends for me for many years, so it's not a bad thing. I think I have two people that basically just started our city. I think we just need a couple. No, one. Yeah, two people. Anyway. Increased credit payouts for all Mustafar, Riot Trail, Profession, and Smuggler quests. Very cool. That makes me want to do Mustafar more. This makes me want to do the Riot Trail more. Profession quests, I guess that will help out if I'm doing, say, Bounty Hunter. I guess that's a profession quest, right? I believe only mayors and militia can withdraw. Okay, that's good. Good to know. So Bounty Hunter. So I'm a Bounty Hunter. So if I do a Bounty Hunter and NPC quests, that would probably be a little bit more. And Smuggler quest as well. Cool. Increased Death Trooper inoculation buff from 1 to 4 hours. I haven't done the Death Trooper stuff yet. That applies into Profession quest. Got it. Okay. Intro. The intro quest. Now I understand. Cool. Well, that doesn't apply to me anymore. Increased, unless you plan on giving extra character slots, which I don't think that's going to be the case, and I think the 8 we have here is enough. Yeah, the level 14 and 22 missions. Got it. Yeah. So basically, the missions that you do for those profession quests, I understand. That's helpful. Increased maximum allotment of factory runs of artisan engineering components, bio components, and droid engineering components from 20 to 1,000. Cool. That's a pretty big increase, actually. Increased duration of entertainer and trader GCW banner bus from 10 to 30 minutes. That's fine. Increased Beastmaster mutation cap from 18 to 26. That's cool. I love hearing that. You'll probably see some mutated beasts going out there for people that are going to be playing Beastmaster. Increased speed attributes of the luxury yacht. I haven't even gotten up on my luxury yacht yet. I have to check that out. Cool. Player buffs now share with pets. I don't have a pet, but I saw that the other day. One of the guys brought his pet out, and he was very, very, very excited to see that his pet was now getting all his buffs. And he was just like, "Oh, this is great. He's getting all my medic buffs. He's getting my officer buffs. He's getting everything that I don't. Obviously, he didn't get his entertainer buffs, but he was getting all the buffs that he had, and he was very, very, very happy to see that. I was very happy to see that. That is pretty much a change that is needed for most Beastmasters anyway. So that is cool. Rebounds vehicle speed and acceleration stats. I haven't noticed anything about that. And I'm obviously using a wheel bike. We reduced minimum team requirements from battlefields from 4 to 1. So everyone's aware PvP is not really extremely popular here. We don't even Restless isn't even, well, I shouldn't say that. I haven't looked at Restless yet. Let's go see. I will just say that Restless has not been blown up yet here. I stress yet, mainly because I think there'll probably be plans to do an event for that at some point in time, but I don't know when. and I might have completely. I don't know if I lagged out or what the story is here. I can't get off my bike. I don't know if I desynced or lagged or what I did. Okay, cool. I must have done something. I actually can't get off my bike. Hysterical. Well, what I'll try doing when all else fails. Oh, I didn't know somebody did that today. Cool. I had to find out. I know who that is. Cool. Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say. I'm going to try relogging. I'm going to go back to character selection screen. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you just have you know, a desync issue. I'll probably be right back where this happens. I've had it happen before. I've had it happen on any other server I've been on. There are desync issues that they're going to occur. So yeah, look, I'm in the water. Look at that. How did I end up in the water? I wasn't even in the water before. All right, cool. Looks like that took care of that though. Just a quick, quick relog on there. Now let's see if I desync in it at all. Sometimes that can happen. You can get another desync after you do a log off and log back in like that. I'll take you to Restless though. Confirm that it's still in phase one status prior to the explosion. So I'll show you what that looks like, I guess, for now. I think that's cool. Um, yeah, I thought for some reason I had some. There's a lot of stuff that I'm doing here, right? Mm-hmm. Cool. I will go ahead and there's all my stuff here. Where is the shuttle? 3 seconds. It's funny when thinking about back when this was not even NGE, when this was pre-CU. Uh, Sometimes shuttle ports were like an hour wait. You had no, you had no vehicles and stuff like that. Like it's just crazy to even think about that. Um, cool. Ah, my guildie logged on. Cool. My other buddy logged on. Surprised he didn't send me a message yet. All right. And we can go on and on. I'll show you. I'll show you though what Restless looks like. This is a gigantic update. Again, thanks for all the work you've done on this. Really, really appreciate all the work you've done on this update. There's just so much to cover on here, and you know, um, the patch notes are gigantic. It was no surprise to me when I saw how gigantic the patch notes were. And I knew how much work you were doing it in there because I saw, the dev tracker. I was watching that on Discord, and I was like, wow. I'm like that's just crazy. I'm like, I can't believe all the changes. 460 items. That's just wow. I thought, yeah, I thought it was just around 400, or so. 460 is almost at 500 there, dude. That's crazy, dude. That's just I mean, that's awesome. It's just you spent a lot of tireless nights and I know getting this right for everybody, and I think you took a lot of yeah. See, this is what Restless looks like before it's blown up. You took a lot of feedback from the community as well. Um, Especially for one item that got a little questionable, that people did not like, which was the spy nerf. I don't have a spy in this server, and I don't like playing spy to begin with. But the nerf was more or less that you were using a lot of action while you were uh, while I'm gonna see if I can go over here. Yeah, I guess I could go over there. While you were uh, cloaked, and there were a lot of people that were very unhappy about that and very vocally unhappy about that. And there was a lot of information that came out about that, about the why it happened, and the discussions that came around it. And I think at the end of the day, they decided to revert the spy nerf and say, well, we're going to leave it alone. That was the fairest way to nerf it. However, it caused a global issue to all professions, so it had to be. Got it. Okay. Well, I mean, serious. Like I said, I don't play spy, so I don't. It didn't affect me personally, but some of the things that I heard some people say were a little unkind about it, and I'm like, oh man, I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna work with certain things. Um, to me, I always felt that spy was more of a PvP profession, at least as far as I'm concerned. And you know, without a lot of PvP on the server right now, and I say right now, I'm sure it'll probably pick up at some point. Um, this would be the right time to test it. But again, I don't know enough. So spy versus every other possession is yeah. See exactly, and that's exactly what I think too as well. I think that they are like that. Um, the problem is that it also affected some of the stuff that they were trying to do um, on some of the PVE stuff as well. So that became, I think, especially in Hoth, I think that was a bigger concern. So that was a gigantic problem, I think, for people. At the end of the day, though, you had made that decision to revert it for now, while you guys discuss about what to do about it next. Um, and I think I'm just really appreciative that you guys had taken in the community's input into consideration, because once you did that, it was more along the lines of, well, we don't want to piss off everyone else, but we also don't want to piss off the spies either, and we don't want to have people talk bad about some of the changes. And I think that was important. I think you guys made the right call for now. Um, Hopefully, you guys can figure out what to do with that next step. That was, yeah, touchy subject. Moving on. What I'm going to show you is the what I think is the vendor for the heroic boss. That vendor, I believe, is um, around here, if I recall correctly. I have a group pickup point here, so I'm assuming that's probably where it's at. Um, for the Pico boss, you also have a a world boss vendor on there. Um, and that world boss vendor is it's got some stuff on there. I'll leave it to you that it's got some stuff that some people might want to consider buying. Um, yeah, there it is. I thought it was around here somewhere. It's up here, right? Right. Okay, so here it is. I'm gonna waypoint this because if this group pickup point ever goes away, I'm gonna forget where it's at. Uh, World boss vendor. I think this is the world boss vendor. So this girl, she's a Pico bioengineer. She gives you the quests for the Pico world boss. Huh. I don't know if this is what gives us the Zerka Corporation um, uh, faction. I'm assuming that's probably how we're getting it. I haven't looked at a Zerka Corporation faction, but that's apparently a new faction that was added. So, okay, so it says 3 times World Boss Token of Achievement and Aurelian Certified Scroll. From what I understand, this was actually up to 5 instead of 3. So I'm thinking that this is probably pretty much, you can see your experience you get is pretty good, your credits are pretty good, your faction, yeah, Zerka Corporation faction, that's good too. If you want to see what the World Boss vendor has, um, you get a rare loot chest, exceptional loot chest, legendary loot chest, as well as your ITV, which is what everyone's after, actually, I think, for the AT-AT head. And that is, that's what I think a lot of people want to see for your, you get the AT-AT head, and you put it in there for the ITV and your to travel wherever the waypoints are in your homes and stuff. So yes, that's good. I think that's a good thing. Rebalance vehicle speed and acceleration stats. Didn't see that. Reduce minimum. Okay, so I talk about that. Set new location for Exarchun's temple point of interest on Yavin. Now, I did not know why that was done. I think that that was done. I'm guessing it was probably done for badge purposes. If I'm not mistaken, I'd be surprised if it was done for anything else. I'm assuming I think you probably get the Exarchun dig site badge, and outside instead of inside due to factional limitation. Oh yeah. Okay, it's that one. That one. Okay, now I understand which one that is. Yes, got it. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense then. If that's truly the case, that makes a lot of sense. All right. Thank you. And you did put that in Discord as well. I forgot about that. Okay, bug fixes, added client file for Rubina's appearance, which we talked about, which is Dathomir. Haven't touched that yet. Disabled old neural reset terminal fix exploit. Fixed bug with HK instance awarding, which is a Dathomir currency instead of Mustafar tokens. Yes, I saw that the other day when I did that, and I started cracking up, and I was like, "Wait, why am I getting Dathomir currency?" And everyone just hold on to it for now. Uh, Fixed bug with IntelliPad not detecting presence of special forces player. That's interesting. I didn't know that existed. Fixed bug with no permission when purchasing no trade items from vendors. I didn't know that was not a problem. I didn't know that was a problem either. Fixed bug with rare loot system group loot. The group that's awesome. I'm so happy you fixed that bug. There were so many times that we've done stuff as a group, just getting to instances and stuff like that, and we're like, well, normally we might get a rare loot out of this place, but we're not getting anything. Or even during the heroic prequests, you get rare loot as a solo player, but if you do it as a group, you're not going to get anything. Um, that is huge. I think now you get it as a solo player or a group player. That's really good. Fix many broken strings beyond number. Beyond number, I like that. Beyond number. I'd be curious. What was that beyond number? Well, give me if you're still here, give me a ballpark as to how many that beyond number is. I'd love to know how many broken strings there were. It'd be funny to even hear, like probably thousands. um, I hope not thousands. I actually hope not. I hope maybe it was like 291. You gave me an exact number. Wow. Okay, that's not bad. That's not too bad. Okay, cool. Temporary removed door locks from Deathwatch Bunker and Geonesian Caves. I'm I'm a little torn on that, only because I know how easy it is to get through the Geonesian Caves. Well, at least on I haven't done it here. Uh, I just saw somebody here. Oh, I have a chat. Okay, I didn't see him. Oh, and Icy Hot's here too. Um, wow, there's everyone's around here today. On the Rebel thing. Okay, but I'm a little torn on that because yeah, I get that, but I guess well, I guess you have to unlock some doors on a DWB and stuff like that. Well, you got to unlock it to first get in there. I'm hoping that that's still the case, but just running Jabba just to get in there is simple enough. But I guess the other doors, with the key card access and stuff like that, really does help out. If you just unlocked all those doors, people will be able to get deeper into there, which I'm hoping is truly the case. Cool. But the Geonesian caves, I don't know, they're just kind of number pads and that's it. And you can pretty much look this up on SWG Wiki. So I've done it before. Updated space spawners, E3 Corvette space combat engine and combat ship player may or may not fix issue with space. Thank you. Okay, cool. I'm not into space. I know there's a couple people that are into spaces here as well. But that's cool. Okay, add a bioengineer's relics ring to Mustafar vendor. We saw that before. Add a biolink to superior crafting buff. Cool. Add a general Grievous painted to NK necrosis loot with 30% drop rate. That's going to be cool. Now, add a Kashyyyk token system and token the Riot Trail quest rewards. I did not see a vendor on Kashyyyk as far as I was able to tell. I'm thinking that the vendor's not there yet. I went to Kachiro, I went to the forest, I went to the Riot Trail, and I didn't see the vendor there. Now, I haven't done the quest yet, so I don't know what to expect. But again, just the standard folks that are here, unless I'm completely missing something. Is there something that I'm missing here? Did you put the guy on the roof or something? I mean, I hope not. I have a feeling that may not exist just yet, and if it does exist, maybe it just needs to be discovered. I suspect, though, what would probably be available on stuff like that is like life-based stuff and the tree house and who knows what else, maybe some Kashyyyk weapons of some sort or something. Yes, yeah, these are pretty much. I mean, unless I'm completely missing. Yeah, see, I was trying to figure out if there was like an actual vendor. I even went through all of this the other day when the patch first came out, and I couldn't find it, and I still couldn't find it this morning. So I kind of just left it alone. Um, I'll continue asking in Discord to see if anyone knows anything about it. I am due to do Kashyyyk eventually, though, and if the Riot Trail stuff is there and adding tokens to the rewards and extra payouts and stuff like that, I'm sure people are going to want to do them more. So hopefully, that is something that is discoverable at some point. Okay, cool. Huh. Okay, so add a new faction to server, Circuit Corporation. Add a new neural reset veteran reward limit with 1 veteran reward token. Add a new POI to server Camp Circuit, which is what I just did. Add a new veteran reward system, veteran reward token box, new claimable entry every 30 days. Add a new world boss system, which is the Pico Pico boss. I don't know. Maybe there's another new world boss. Maybe there's another world boss that we're not aware of. That's always possible. And that'd be fun. That'd be funny if we're just not aware of it and it's out there somewhere and someone finds it. If they do, cool. Great. Added Nexu DNA to unstable Nexu boss with 50% drop rate. Awesome. I love the Nexu DNA. I might have to pay a visit to the Geo Caves eventually. Added TCG auto feeder to no trade shared. Added increased combat level of Katarn boss. So you're calling a Katarn a boss. From 87 to 92, increase armor defenses, added punishing blow ability, and will death blow. Okay, yeah, I guess if you put it up to 92, you can really call it a boss at that point. I know the Katarn's always questionable to me as a boss, so I guess it really is kind of a boss, but kind of not. But yeah, reduced drop rate of Geonesian solar sail from 100 to 75%. I know a lot of people were getting it because it's a 100% drop rate and people were pretty much hoarding this thing. Reduced radius distance for all city ranks back to vanilla levels. Now, I'm assuming what this means is that if there's a structure that's, like however many meters away from my city, it's not going to count as my city. Only the structures that are within range of the city, a certain range of the city, are going to count as part of the city, and then it will help the city rank up at that point. What I know about cities is that you can pretty much drop your homes there within a city, and you don't even need militia to come on or mayor to come on to give you access to do so. And that's cool. You just reminded me. I got to drop a camp actually. That's cool. Remove respect token from new character standard uniform crate. We went over that. Updated object appearance for CO2 blast cannon. I know that was a little touchy subject as well. That has been reverted back to what the appearance got updated to. That is actually a commando thing. I actually don't have a CO2 blast cannon, but I'm gonna go around some of my characters just to show you guys. This is my commando. This is your infiltrator armor right here. So yeah, let me take you to the medic expertise because I think this was the biggest change that we had. The medic expertise was very difficult actually. It shouldn't have been so difficult, but it was. But it was a good change. I love the change that was added to medic expertise because it gave me the ability to really play around with the expertise in itself. So as you can see, you get the 45 points, and it's you get more goodies to play with. As you can see, I got all the buffs now. And I was even able to add evasion into this as well as I think I added extra agility instead of strength, which is, I don't know why I did that. I usually don't do that. And I added one into precision, that's why. But for the most part, usually what happens is, I only have to add like 2 to strength and a couple to agility, and then everything's here, but then I don't have enough points to add, say an evasion. The cool part about this is, I pretty much have almost an entire tree of medic specialization. Before all the buffs were like, yeah, see that, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Because I remember there was like, yeah, see, they were kind of like that and that and that, and I remember seeing that, and I was like, wait, I'm like, and you had to like purchase one buff to get to the next buff, and now, all you needed was just basically to really get 4 points, 16 points, whatever it's supposed to be. But I was able to do certain things here that really helped my medic out. Stasis. I got all my healing on here as well, but back to bombs. I usually don't like doing heal over time, to be honest with you. Revive cooldown, which is excellent. 3 of them were on the first level, but linked. Now they are unlinked in the second row. Got it. Cool. And then I got to add Beastmaster as well into here, so that, I felt like I was able to play around with the expertise a little bit more after I was able to do this. After the changes you made, I feel that the changes were beneficial for medics, which I'm hoping that more people play medic. I don't get to play with my medic. Yeah, I love blood cleanser, grenade cure, and serotonin boost on the roadmap. Yeah, yeah, and that was something that I was like, oh, cool. I'm like, I saw certain things that got out of there, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, why am I? I'm like, how come? I'm like, I don't remember seeing these and before. I remember, and I looked at the commands. So I'll just put it to you in here in the combat. For example, you were talking about blood cleanser, and here you go, blood cleansers. There you go. Okay, cool. Removes a weakened state, which is incurative pockets. There you go. And then grenade cure, and then cure. I think you're talking about cure affliction, right? Removes a bleeding poison. Cure affliction is awesome, by the way. That's pretty much your good thing. I don't think I saw the grenade one though. Why don't I see anything about grenade on here? No. And then serotonin boost, I did see that on here as well. Yeah, I got reckless stimulation. Obviously, that's there. And then serotonin boost as well. Yes, so these were good changes. I think really, really awesome for the medics. Back to grenade. Oh, back to grenade. Got it. Oh, yeah. I'm like, what grenade are you talking about? I was just using my medic before. I'm like, yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, back to bomb, back to grenade. Yeah, back to grenade's awesome. Actually, that's actually my favorite medic ability out of all of them. So, yes, very good changes for the medics. Your medics are fantastic. It really, there's some good medics on here. I just think that a lot of people don't play them as often as they should, including myself. I am trying. Maybe that's what I do next. I usually start with Jedi, and I've been playing my bounty hunter. To be honest with you, funny enough, my medic is the guy that I started doing heroic unlocks and stuff on. Only bad thing is that bomb and grenade share the same cooldown slot. That is correct. Yes, and that is what I remember about medics as well. Is that once you use one, the other ability you cannot use until the cooldown is down. Okay, cool. Entertainer, should I talk about the officer stuff? I guess I should talk about the officer stuff because that was something that, first of all, I made my officer a Wookiee, and then I found out that the Wookiees don't have a lot of armor they can wear. So I'm a little disappointed in my Wookiee wear, short of having factional armor. But I just kind of did like a default expertise for myself on this one. I'll talk about what the changes were on here. Added advanced tracking target identification as part of the paint target expertise line, which I think I took. Added emergency shield ability to expertise. I don't think I took that one. Added free expertise reset, which we know we did. Added stat mods, constitution, agility, and precision to NPC pets. What are NPC pets? So those aren't Beastmaster pets, are they? Are NPC pets mainly like your familiars? Is that what we're talking about? I'm not sure what NPC pets are. So let me just look at my squad command. Yeah, area effect damage, superior firepower, paint target damage, paint target, detect camouflage, and crit chance. Reinforcement box in second tree. Pistol drill master, inspiration, charge, scatter, and then group buff duration, rapid deployment, Okay. Not did I not take something? I misdirected anger. I hate direction. Oh, I didn't take it. Okay, got it. Got it. I didn't take that. Yeah. Deploys a soldier from headquarters who will serve under your command and assist you in combat until dismissed or killed in action. Wow, that could be beneficial for um, a lot of officers. I basically did like I guess it's more of a buff officer with a lot of boom. Oh, it's a level 90 elite? Really? No way. Oh my gosh. Why didn't I know that? Well, I wish I would have known that beforehand. I had to make a decision here. Maybe I'll end up resetting this now. Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, cool. Good to hear that. All right. We also have the increased duration of superior firepower from 60 to 120 seconds. I love that. Increased AoE damage from 25 to 50. I love that as well. Increased inspiration buff by 1.5. I love that. And orbital strike now works indoors. I absolutely love that as well. Okay. And then there's some other stuff as well as here that we talked about. I don't necessarily need to go to the characters, but the Jedi added action generation, action cost reduction, and forsake fear ability. And they also added a lightsaber crafting buff to the TCG meditation buildings. So if you are getting the meditation buildings, which I still haven't figured out how to get those, I'm assuming that they're probably coming out of rare loot or something. Or if there is a TCG vendor, I'm not aware of where the TCG vendors are. But if that's the case, that's a very good lightsaber crafting buff to get in the TCG meditation buildings. Smuggler also had increased underworld faction reward for smuggler missions. Very cool. Nerf murder ability, no longer able to be purged. Awesome. I do have my smuggler here. I haven't even started on my smugglers. You're gonna laugh at the smuggler's name, noob. uh, I haven't even started on my smugglers, stuff. Oh, it's not implemented yet. Okay, cool. Well, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. That's probably for Jedi stuff. Okay, cool. So yeah, I gotta give my smuggler a little bit more love because I do like playing smuggler, and I just really haven't had a chance to do that. Um, and I haven't even unlocked my heroics on my smuggler yet. Maybe that's the next thing I'll be doing here after this stream. But anyway, that's cool. An entertainer, um, build a buff for crafting assembly and experimentation are now combined into 4 buff options, 2 for space and 2 for ground. Excellent. That's good to hear. That does kind of split things up a little bit. Increased pulse tick for performing in NPC or player cantinas. I did notice that when I was buffing myself before. Awesome change. Remove hand sampling from build a buff. I didn't even know hand sampling was in build a buff. I know it's part of the it was part of the buffs that you can give people, but I didn't even realize it was in build a buff. And the biggest change for entertainers was removing the buffing capture from the client. Thank you so much for getting rid of that. That was the worst possible thing that they could ever do for entertainers. The reason why they did that back on live was because people found ways of AFKing entertainers based on the strings that people were throwing at them. I don't see how you can do that without getting an illegal program. I'm hoping that no one's doing that, only because I will tell you that entertainer has always been one of my. I'll just leave it. I'll leave it at it's always been one of my go-to professions. Uh, yeah, it was a sal about a measure of control, right? Exactly. Yeah, it was all about measure of control, right? Exactly. Um, Entertainer is one of my favorite professions to play. Like on, I'll straight out say it. I play an entertainer on Legends basically as my main. I mean, I literally sit there in canteen and collect credits for people. People ask for buffs. I mean, it's almost like being customer service as well, which is kind of crappy. Especially after a long day at work. Last thing you want to do is kind of sometimes to deal with other people, but you do have to deal with them in game regardless. You don't have to do that in the cantina, but I choose to do that. The other part about that is the social aspect of it. I love the social aspect of it and getting to know players in the cantina, getting to get to know them, getting to get to events as my entertainer, stuff like that. Just very, very cool. Once things went there, I was absolutely loved entertainer. I started loving entertainer a little bit more. I just found that it was awesome. And I guess the last thing on the entertainer was mutation chance build a buff is now 2 points per box with 2 box cap. I didn't see. Did we have to mutation chance build a buff now 2 points per box with 2 box cap? I didn't notice if we had to reset our expertise on entertainer. I don't think we did. Maybe I missed something. Jim Morrison is my entertainer now. If he sings "Light My Fire" or something, cool. All right. I think I covered everything in 3.0. I don't think I missed anything. Empire Day is now done here, so hopefully everyone that's playing here got their credits. That's for build a buff, not expertise. Got it. Okay, yeah. So see, what am I missing in the build a buff then? What am I looking at? I'm just gonna look at my build a buff here in the collections. So yeah, I started with this guy with the officer's buff, medic's buff. Oh, this is a different build a buff. I understand. I think I understand. I haven't even done another one yet. Shoot. Okay. I think See, these are just your professional ones, but I think there's some sort of different build a buff that they have here that essentially gets you some sort of like entertainer jewelry. But anyway, I haven't even tried it. I haven't even seen people that I need to buff or anything like that. Maybe I should talk to my buddy and say, hey, can you do this? Can you help me out? And let's test it out and see what he says. Anyway, cool. I think that's it from what I recall for 3.0. I'm sure there'll probably be other updates coming soon, TM. I know that I think there has been talk about some new theme parks potentially coming into SWG Resurgence. I don't believe they're activated here just yet, but I think 3.0 will give everyone enough content to play with for a while. I'm hoping for at least 3 months, maybe 6. I guess we'll see. Anyway, awesome job. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys did enjoy my video, and I hope this is very informative to anybody watching now or watching later. I've been really enjoying my time on this server. 4 expansions to Witches of Dathomir down the road. Cool. All right. Awesome. I think you showed some of us some previews of other things too, which made us think, what is going on? What is being added here? And I can't wait to see it. Definitely take your time on the content. Once you see, people are at a point where they're starting to get a little restless. Maybe that would be the time to release something new. It's just my opinion. Never rush into anything. But you did fantastic. You did fantastic with this update, and you're on top of everything, to Lisa. So thank you so much. Okay. Cool. Any other questions, feel free to leave it in the comments section on my video. Really a lot of stuff going on here on SWG Resurgence. Hopefully everyone finds what they need here. If you do play, obviously ask people in Discord any questions. They will absolutely answer everything. Like I said, extremely helpful there. And hit that like button as well to like my video. Subscribe to my channel to know when I go live. Obviously a lot of people have been watching my videos, and until the next one, peace out everybody, and may the force be with you. Thank you all, and have a good night. Later.